what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and now it's time to get ready for round 9 of the Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sport. So, we'll be racing on Autodrumo Nazionale Monza for 8 laps, and we'll be using Group 4 cars for today. So, this is going to be able to get ready to get started. So, this will be very excellent to be able to take a lot more straightaway speed and some few cornering skills we'll be able to take. So I hope that this is going to be able to take one good racing strategy while racing in Monza. Take the first turn of the chicane is going to be very tricky, so mostly a bit, so it's going to be able to do perfectly that this will might go better, that this will might take the good challenge will begin. So just going to be able to bring out any Group 4 car for only one use, so this is going to be able to take a lot more speed, we'll be able to get better. So this will be able to have to do racing hard tires for this race, so this is going to be able to do very perfectly, we'll might get better. Alright, here we go. This is going to be very good, excellent, we'll might be able to take the good challenge, we'll might be able to get everything started out, so this is going to be able to take the hot lap, we'll might be able to get prepared. So everything is going to be able to take a lot more time per hour challenge we'll be able to take. So this is going to be able to take a lot more speed, we'll might be able to race up to be able to accelerate, we'll might be able to get there. So it's going to be able to have to start taking the hot lap, we'll might go in. So this is going to be able to have to take a lot more skills to be able to master the Monza track while going faster, that this is going to be very advanced. So just going to make sure that the double cones is definitely in the main queue, we'll be able to get everything in. So the first chicane is definitely might be pretty tricky, so just going to make sure slow down before you take it and then go faster, and this is going to be able to do a little bit more harder to be able to get. Now this is going to be able to take much perfectly skills that this might be able to do perfectly, we'll might get better. So it's going to be able to have to take a lot more skills we'll be able to take, but this is going to be able to have to take perfectly, we'll might be able to stay on it to endure, that this will might be able to have to keep holding on for the grip. So this is going to be able to take a one good balanced race, we'll might be able to do perfectly, we'll get better. So I hope that this is going to be able to take a lot more circuit experience that we just already take, because this will be able to get everything started out to be able to do much more practicing turns, that this will be able to do whatever it takes to be able to get. Now, even the penalty line is definitely might be placed here, so this is definitely might be the best choice for any other penalty cars, that this will be able to force to slow down. Now, looks like this is going to be very easy and very tricky, so this will might be able to have to take much better turns whenever you're CD apex. This is going to be able to do perfectly, that this will might get better to do it. So this will might be able to have to keep up the traction of the speed, so this is going to be able to do a lot better that this will might take. Now looks like this is going to be able to have to take the last turn is going to be very important. This will might be able to have to stay on the inside, that this will be able to take. So the fourth gear is definitely might be pretty easier, that this will might go standardly, will might go in. So this will might be able to keep raising up the speed, will might go in. So looks like this is going to be able to have a 2-minute time until this is going to be able to get ready for one good fast lap, we'll might have to beat under 2 minutes of this race, we'll be able to do a lot better. So I hope that this is going to be giving one tough race, that this will might be able to master Monza by using a Group 4 car. So it's going to be very excellent that this is going to be able to take a lot more speed, we'll get better to do it. Now, let's just going to go and beat the lap time until this is going to be able to take a lot of progress. We'll be able to get better, that this is going to be able to take a lot more distance, we'll be able to keep up for only a little bit. Okay, looks like second chicane goes in. Just going to have to take it slow and steady, and then make a good, perfect turn whenever you get the chance to do it. This is going to be able to take a lot more basic skills, we might be able to do a lot better, that this will be able to take plenty much handling, that this will might stay on it. Alright, that should be do it, and now this is going to get very excellent, that this will might be able to keep in track of the distance, will might get very shortly for it. So it's going to be able to do a little bit harder, that this will might be able to keep catching up to race more speed. Now, looks like just going to go to this corner, and now this is going to get very tricky, that this wheel might stay on the inside of the apex, that this wheel might give a main cue, will get everything well successful, that this wheel might get everything ready. That could be very easy for this race, so mostly in the race, this is going to get very challenging, that this is going to be able to take a lot more distance, we'll be able to keep going, and then this wheel might stay on track, that this wheel might go better. Now, I hope that this is going to be very anticipated, that this is going to be able to have to take plenty more distance, wheel might go there, and now this is going to be able to have to take a lot more range distance, wheel might keep going faster to take. Alright, this is going to be considered as a 2-minute lap time, that this wheel might keep up on it, so this is going to be able to have to take enough distance, wheel might be able to go faster, we'll be able to reach up very perfectly. So whenever you're going to have to reach the 150 meter as a main cue, that will be very skillful, that this wheel might be able to take a lot more speed, that this wheel might stay on it. So perfectly on the first turn is definitely might be able to take the chicane, will go very excellent, that this wheel might need it to do. Whenever you see the mileage signs before you're about to take that turn, this is going to be very excellent, that this wheel might go better to be able to hit the 150 meter, that could be able to go as a main cue, will be able to get excellent, will might give a good efficient handling, this will might work very perfectly to be able to go faster. And also the 50 meter is definitely might be quicker, so this is going to be able to take much more braking points to use it very wisely whenever you're going to have to take the chance to do it. That could be very easy, that this will be able to work very perfectly to be able to get better. Everything is going to be able to take a lot more basic skills to be able to master the Monza track, that everything whenever you see the mileage signs is definitely might be getting a little bit closer up ahead. Okay, this is going to get very excellent closer to get there, so just going to be able to make sure that try not to cut the corners, because this may cause a penalty, to be able to make sure this wheel might be able to be very much careful, because this is going to be able to cause amount that this is going to be able to do a little bit better, that this wheel might slow down, or whenever you're going to be able to proceed to the penalty line, that this will be able to give a good check. So just going to be able to make sure, try not to cut the corners, because this wheel might get a penalty, so just going to be able to race careful whenever you have to take the chance, wheel might go in. Okay, going in to take the new lap time, wheel might go better, so this is going to be able to deal with a 1 second penalty, wheel might get everything better. But of course, that this is going to be able to have to cost distance amounts, wheel might be able to go there. Now, I hope that this is going to be very excellent, we'll be able to take. Okay, now just going to be able to deal with the penalty, that this will be needed for sure. So it will also have to take a minute left, so looks like this is going to be able to have a race well done for now, so this will be able to get started out for. Now, this is going to be very perfectly to take, so it'll be able to do a little bit much possible to be able to deal with the tough challenges that this will be able to take. So you'll be able to do a little bit better, that this will might go as well. Okay, looks like being forced in onto the deceleration zone will might go better, that this will also to take the penalty line will might get there. I hope that this is going to be very excellent to be able to take, but this will might go better to be able to do shortly, will might get everything to be set up for a minute. Now, I hope that this is going to be very challenging to be able to get closer to get, so this is going to be able to have to take a lot more time, that this will might go better. Okay, 40 seconds left until this will might get ready to get started for this race, and then this is going to be able to take a lot more skills, will might go better. So, I'll just have to be able to be ready to join in session until later on, folks. Now, everything is about to be ready, so I hope that this is going to be very excellent. We'll be able to take the challenge, we'll might go start it out for. So, very good to be able to have to take a lot more hard distance. We'll be able to have to take a lot more speed. We'll get better. So looks like everybody is about to be ready to go to get started for this race. So this might take a 2-minute warm-up. Might get started out for, because everything is going to be able to take a lot more speed. We'll be able to take. So this is going to be able to do a lot more skills of race time might get, and this is going to be able to do a lot better that this might get ready for one good race. So let's just going to get ready to pit out, and then this is going to be able to do it perfectly. Might get started out. Now I hope that this is going to be able to take excellent turns that this is going to be able to take. So better have to watch the gap, because this is going to be able to take the hard turns. It is going to be very closer to get in, but it gets very rough that this might be able to avoid the sand trap. Now this is going to be able to take a lot more better, and well, better have to be careful, because this is going to get very tougher collision that this is going to be able to take. So just going to make sure that good driving is clean racing is important, that this is going to be able to have to take that response. Might get everything accepted. So maybe this is going to be able to do perfectly. Might get better. So if we can do a lot of very good race, might be able to keep going in. So it's going to be able to take a lot of handlings that this is going to be able to take the skills. Might go in. Okay, this is going to get very advanced that this is going to be able to take. So it's going to be very harder that this is going to be able to get. So maybe this is going to be able to force the speed down to be able to go back in after taking the penalty will occur. Now I hope that this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this might be able to go in to be able to stay on it. Now looks like this is going to be able to take a few warm-up moments to go, and then this is going to be able to take the 10-minute qualifying time. Might get started. I hope that this is going to be able to get ready, and then this might get started for one good race for qualifying. Might get better. So here we go. 10-minute qualifying time will get started, and then let's have a good clean race, you guys. This might do the best clean race we get. Okay, looks like going out onto the pits, and now this is going to be able to do perfectly. Might get everything settled. So maybe this is going to be able to do a lot more corner skills whenever you're going to be able to reach the marker point that this might goes in. So just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to stop at the 100 meter, that this might make it as a main cue. So this is going to be able to do perfectly. Might get better. Alright, looks like this is going to get very excellent to get better, and now this is going to be doing a lot perfectly. Might go faster to be able to keep up. Okay, looks like this is going to be giving one good braking point. Might go in and go better, and now this is going to be able to take a lot more chances to be able to have to take a little overtake until this might get ready for one qualifying time. Be able to get started. So maybe this is going to be able to do the best speed distance. Might be able to keep up to be able to reach the perfect lap. Alright, here we go. This is going to be able to do perfectly. Might get better to take. So just going to be able to take the slipstream. Might go in and get better, that this might be able to reach up. So whenever it happens that this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to stay on track, and then just going to be able to make sure that this part of the turn is very advanced, that this might be able to take it. So this is going to be able to take a lot more excellent speed distance. Might work very perfectly, that this might be able to get there. Alright, looks like just going to have to take that last turn until this might be able to get ready for one good head start. Qualifying time will begin. So this is going to be able to have to take a 2-minute lap time around the track, that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Might get there shortly to get. So this is going to be able to keep race up the SR will be needed in case. So try not to do any more bumps, that this might cause of a decreased SR will get a little bit less, and then this will, might need to do a lot more work. We'll get better to do it. Okay, this is going to giving a little bit excellent brush that this will might be able to go faster to take, and this is going to be able to take a little bit much better ways to go. Almost there, just going to be able to keep reaching up until whenever it sees the sign. There you go. Just going to make one good breaking point at the 150 marker board. This definitely might work very perfectly. This will might take. Okay, whenever you take that turn, just hit the 50-meter board. That this is going to be able to take a lot more handling skills. We'll be able to increase improvement. So this is going to be able to take a lot more speed. We'll get better. That this will might get everything well checked. Now, looks like this is going to be able to going in, and then this is going to be able to take a lot more better. We'll might go faster and go better. That this will might be able to stay on it. Alright, excellent. This is going to get very good. That this will might be able to do a lot better. We'll might stay focused to be able to keep up. So it's going to be able to do a lot better. That this is going to be able to keep racing up to be able to go faster. That this will might take a lot more speed. Will increase to be able to give a good acceleration. And luckily, be careful whenever you're going to be able to have to take the last turn. Is going to be very difficult. So this will might give the best ways to be able to do the inside turn. Will might go better. Alright, there you go. A new set of qualifying time, and then this will might do very perfectly. Will might get everything ready. So this is going to be able to work perfectly as planned. So this is going to be able to do a little bit harder skills we'll get. Oh man. Yeah, that could be pretty difficult. Just try to be careful, because the chicane is definitely the first turn is going to be able to go in. So just going to be able to keep in track of the distance. We might go in to be able to go faster to get. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take. Okay, just the way it goes, and now this is going to be able to have the field and tire wear on, and then this is going to get very lucky that this is going to be able to take. So maybe for the next lap that this will might go better, that this will might be able to stay on it. But I hope that this is going to be takes a lot more skills to get. Okay. Looks like this is going to get very slower and riskier to get, but this is going to be able to get closer that this will might need to get. Alright, so looks like this is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might get much better to do it. So he'll be able to have to keep in track of the time until this is going to be able to do a lot more better. So I hope that this is going to be able to take a lot more strategy ways. Will might be able to stay on it, and then this is going to be able to do much better to take. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to go in for a new set of lap time. Will begin, and this time this will might follow up the direction. Will might be able to help out when using the tire wear might be put on for. So this is going to be able to get better and tougher that this will might be able to take. So I hope that this is going to be able to beat the lap time for only under 2 minutes that this is going to be able to take. Just keep going faster and going better, and now looks like this is going to be able to take plenty much more distance time that this will might go better to do it. So luckily that this is going to be able to have one excellent race that this will might needs to do a little bit strategy that this is going to be able to work hard, that this will might take some few corners, that this will might go there. Every 2 minutes of the race, every 2 minutes of chances will might go better that this will might need to get. Okay, this is going to get very excellent, that this is going to be able to keep going faster, will might take a lot more distance, will be able to keep up on it. Okay, looks like starting out on 4th place that this is going to be needs to take. So it's going to be able to work faster to be able to keep up on it. So, well, just going to giving another 2 minutes of time, and then this is going to be able to have the 5th lap will might be needed as well. Okay, almost. Just going to have to be able to keep in track of the time. So it's going to be able to take a lot more better. Okay, just stay on it. Just stay on the tarmac. Okay, 5-second check. This is going to be able to do a little bit better, and then this is going to get very closer, but not very close. But this is going to be able to keep raising up the SR. Will might go better that this will be able to take. Okay, whenever it's going to be able to stop at the 150 marker board, just going to get a little bit better. Okay, chicane goes in, reached up that apex, will might go better to do it. I hope that this is going to be able to take a lot more chance. Will might be able to keep raising up the speed. Will might keep forwards. Will might stay on it. Okay, looks like 1 minute and 59 seconds. This definitely might be pretty tougher to catch up on it. Okay, looks like stay on the handling, and then this is going to be able to get better. Okay, looks like that costs us a 0.5 second penalty that this is going to be able to go on for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take a little bit better ways to keep going and keep going faster. So it's going to get pretty difficult that this might be able to overtake 6 cars at the moment that this is going to be able to have to take a lot more better distance. We'll be able to reach up on it. Okay, here we go. This is going to be able to take a little bit better turns. We might go sharper and quicker, and then this is going to be able to do perfectly. We might keep a good check on the fuel, and then this is going to be able to look front and rear sides that this is going to be able to take. Okay, looks like this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to proceed to the final lap, and then here we go. This is going to get very excellent. We'll be able to get started for having a one good Group 4 race. We might be able to be prepared. Tough challenges will be made. The tougher races is definitely might be able to take a lot more corners we'll be able to get in for. So it's going to be able to do perfectly. We might stay on it. And then this is going to be able to do a lot better. We'll be able to get everything in. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to get ready for one good race. We might be prepared to get started, and now this is going to be able to do a lot more excellent Group 4 race. We might be able to go in. So, give or takes that this is going to be able to have to take one choices of a win to be able to give a determined as possible to be able to raise up the driver rating, and also keep up the SR. Will might go increase. We'll be able to do perfectly. We might get better to do it. So even that this is going to be able to take much more speed and much more handling, we'll be able to get there. So even the drivetrains will be suitable to race on Monza. It will be able to do perfectly. We might go there to be able to take plenty much more speed. We'll be able to keep up. We might give a good work to be able to take the effect. We'll might go faster. We'll make a good stronger to be able to take it too. So just going to be able to make sure that this one might keep in track of amount of the distance. So looks like 3 more are still running on the track, and right now this is going to be able to do a lot better. That this one might be able to keep going faster, so it'll be able to do much. That this one might need to take plenty much hard work. Will might be able to keep up the work to do a lot more racing skills on any tracks. That this will might do a lot better. That this will be able to check on for some few other qualifying results. That this will might have a number of gap distance will be shown, so it'll be able to have to take much more speed whenever we get. It will be able to do a lot more perfectly timed. That this will might keep going faster to be able to get there to it. So it's just gonna have to wait until the qualifying is done, until 5 seconds to go. Alright, it's all done, and now let's get ready to race. Maybe this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this wheel needs to do a lot more work, will get better, that this is going to be able to get started. So, best of luck on any manufactured cars. We have to be ready for the best support. So this will be able to do much perfectly, that this wheel might be able to get better, that this wheel might be getting ready to get started for one good Group 4 race will be able to take. So, we'll make sure best of luck to all racers in this section of this lobby, and now this is going to be able to do an excellent opportunity. We might have a good clean race will begin. So I hope that this is going to be able to take everything well settled to begin, and now let's just going to have to give a good best start to be able to have a good clean race. Now I hope that this is going to be able to get ready to get started. So let's have a clean race, you guys. And let's do it so we can probably able to get ready to go. Here we go, it's round 9 of the Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sport, and now looks like racing on Autodrumo Nazionale Monza, and now let's get ready to get started. So first up is McLaren P1 2008 with a Monster Energy Lamborghini Huracan. Second place is the Great Primera with a Stackus Appeal Ford Mustang. Third place is Gray's Work with a Ferrari 458 Italia. Fourth place is System Error 404 with a Ford Mustang Group 4. Fifth place is Gonta Maximus X with a Nissan GTR. Sixth place is Cole Chino with a Peugeot RCC Group 4. Seventh place is myself with a Chevy Corvette C7 in Sport Tech Library variant. Eighth place is Costano Hall with a Mazda Intensa. Ninth place is K Crusher 33 with a McLaren 650S Group 4. 10th place is Justin P3 with a Mercedes SLS AMG. 11th place is Don Calzone VIP with a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. 12th place is Acosta 73 with a Honda NSX. 13th place is the Cards Fan with a nice Mazda Intensa Hot Rod Group 4. 14th place is Turbo Chaplin with a yellow Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. 15th place is Maximum 15 with an anime style Toyota 86 Group 4. 16th place is Alice with a BMW M4. 17th place is 30 Dritzel with a Jaguar F-Type. 18th place is Sharif with a Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. And 19th place is GWAT 108 with a Renault Sport Magny Trophy 2011. Now, this is going to be very challenging to take on 8 laps on Monza, and now be sure that this is going to be able to take the first chicane. Wheel might go started, because get your speed up to accelerate, and this is going to be able to get ready for one excellent Group 4 race will begin. And the jets will be flying around to represent the country of Italy, and this is going to be perfectly to be able to get started. Here we go. Let this be a best Group 4 race in this round, and this will might give a good speed, will might go perfectly to be able to get started. Now, be sure that the 150 marker is definitely in the main queue, is definitely might be ready to go. So this is going to get very tough that this one might goes in, but this is going to get very closer to be able to make sure that the sand trap is waiting for us to be able to force us to slow down. so we're not accepting it, and we just want to go fast to be able to keep up with the competition to win. This is going to be able to take an excellent race. We might go better to do it. Now, luckily that this is going to be able to take a lot more distance. We'll be able to take, then this is going to be very challenging that this is going to be able to keep it going, and then looks like this is going to be very closer to be able to get, and now penalty occurs, so this will might give a best ways to be able to proceed earlier to the penalty line by giving a start of the race that this is going to be need to get. Hazard lights will be turned on, and now this is going to be able the best ways to be able to proceed. We'll get much perfectly, we might get there. Then 1 second to be removed, and now this is going to be able to keep up on the race. And now it looks like this is going to get a little bit left behind, and then, ooh, looks like Cochino is definitely alright, and he didn't saw that coming with the hazard lights turned on that this is going to be able to take. So, good thing that he's alright, and this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this one might have everything to be able to stay on it. But, looks like that was a pretty close race indeed, but this is going to be able to do a lot better to take. Now, coming up on the first place is the McLaren P1 2018, and this is going to be very excellent that this is going to be able to take a lot more speed with his Huracan Group 4, but this is going to be able to try to keep up to get everything going. Now, entering onto the second lap after the first lap taken, and now this is going to be able to take a lot more speed. We'll be able to get everything catch up. We'll might do a lot better. We'll might get everything perfectly. We'll get everything set up. Now, let's just going to be able to take a lot more speed to be able to get ready. And now, this is going to be very challenging that this will might be able to deal with the first chicane is definitely might be going in. Now, this is going to be able to take plenty much more distance. We'll be able to reach up. We'll might be able to keep increasing that this is going to be able to take a lot more catching up. Having the strategies of racing is definitely might be able to keep going in. Oh, looks like system error for Ford just having a little technical issue with his Mustang, and then he just definitely got spin up and landed on the sand trap. Well, looks like he's just having a little bit technical error, but he's going to be able to do alright until he'll be able to get back on the run anytime soon, until this will might continue to be able to reach up onto the top position. Okay, Gonza is about to be forced in onto the penalty line to slow down, and now took the position lead. We might keep it going, and then this is going to be able to get better. Now, looks like this is going to get everything worked hard, that this is going to get very excellent, that this is going to be able to take a lot more racing skills. Will get better, but everything is going to be very advanced, so this one might be able to be very careful. Looks like Cochino is definitely might be able to stay on it to be able to find a way to overtake my current position, so this is going to be able to take a lot more time to be able to save the gap distance. We'll be able to get there to be made, and now looks like this is going to be able to take the inside. We'll go in to do a lot better. Looks like the great Brahma is in the lead, and now looks like this is going to be very interesting that this will might be able to keep going faster. Will might stay there to be able to get closer. Ralph Work is in second place, and now he is about to be able to catch up into his current lead position that this one might be able to go in there. So looks like this is going to be able to take that chicane. Is going to be very sharper and very quicker to get, but this is going to get very tougher to be able to take it nice and slow, because every time in the first race, in the first turn, it may be possible to be able to avoid the collision. We might be able to get there. Now, this is going to be able to get ready for one tough race, that this is going to be able to stay on it, because the field rate is definitely might be able to give a good check that this is going to be able to go on, and then this is going to be able to take much more turns. We'll be able to take, so this will be able to take it nice and slow, very wisely, that this one might be able to hold on for. Okay, this is going to get very closer, that this is going to be able to take the 8-second gap distance ahead, and now this is going to be able to get better, that this one might be able to do racing up the speed. Will might be able to keep going, so it will be able to do just fine, that this is going to be able to stay on it. Now, looks like McLaren P1 2018 is trying to be able to find a way to be able to get himself back into his current lead position at the start of the race. So it's going to be very much closer that this is going to be able to get. Now this is going to be able to take much more quicker edge strategy, that this is going to be able to take a lot more slipstream. We'll be able to get catched up, that this will might give momentarily, we'll be able to do it. Now looks like going in onto the last turn, and then this is going to be able to take excellent ways to be able to get better. And now this is going to be able to get closer and better to be able to reach up. And now this is going to be able to do a little bit much better, that this is going to be able to take a lot more quicker ways to get. Fourth lap is on the halfway mark, and then this is going to be able to have to give a good fuel check, that this one might be able to do a lot better to be able to take a good check on the fuel map. Almost there. Looks like first turn is going to be very tricky and simple to be able to stay on it. So looks like the barriers just definitely went on the track, and then this is going to be very careful, that this is going to be very harder to get, because this is going to be quite very surprising to see it, that this is definitely might be covered up to be able to have a nice good clean race we might go in. Okay, looks like going in on that turn of the chicane, and this is going to be on the second one, that this one might go better. Now looks like this is going to be able to take a lot more distance we'll be able to take, but it gets a little bit further closer to be able to catch up onto McLaren P1 2018's current position lead. Gap is definitely might be able to get closer, so it's going to be able to take a lot more speed. Will might be able to save it for one better chance. Will might go there. Almost there. This is going to be able to take a lot more speed. Will might get better, and then this is going to be able to take excellent skills. Will might go in and go faster. Will might be able to take. Okay, pretty safer call, and now this is going to be able to take the moment Will might be able to take. Looks like Gonza Maximus X is in 5th place, and now this is going to be able to try to keep up to be able to go better. We'll be able to take a few chances that this one might keep going faster. We'll be able to keep up. And it looks like there it is. McLaren P1 2018 is in 2nd place, and now he's about to be able to catch up onto the great Pramala. Is definitely might be going in to be able to take the chance. We might have a little comeback to be able to catch up to keep it going. But this is going to be very excellent, and then this is going to be able to do an excellent skills. We might go better, and then looks like this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to be giving a little bit harder time on the chicane on the first turn. It is definitely might be pretty difficult. Browser work is definitely have a penalty occur, so this is going to get very tougher to be able to deal with the penalty effect that this one might coming in. And then coming in to be able to take the scene, and then this is going to be able to take the chance. Will might go in to be able to do a lot perfectly. Will get everything better. Now everything is going to be able to take a lot of handling skills, that this is going to be able to take a lot more racing strategy to take, because everything goes on the mileage on the market board, that this will might give everything in to do as the main cue. Will go in to be able to do a little bit simple ways to get. But Browser work is about to be slowing down and continuing on for one good race to be able to catch up onto McLaren P1 2018, and the Great Brahma is definitely might be able to take the chance. We might go in, because the top 3 battles is definitely goes on to be able to get there. And it is going to be very excellent that this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to do it, while I'm just going to be able to stay on much perfect inside turns. Will give a chance to be able to increase the SR. Will might go back onto S. It's going to be very super-tastic. Will might be able to get stronger. Will might get there. Okay, gonna have to take that turn. Will going in, and now looks like moving on into the 6th lap. Only 2 more laps to go. And this is going to be very perfectly. Will might be able to do a lot better. Will might get everything better to be able to keep up, to be able to stay strong and stay focused. Will might be able to get everything in. Now, looks like this is going to get very closer to be able to have to take a lot more better chance we might stay at it. And then the fuel check is still okay. Everything is going to be able to have a little bit time to go in the pits. Well, they just wanted to keep going, and then this is how they just really wish to have this for one good excellent race. We might keep it going without a pit stop strategy to be needed. Everything is well organized to be able to have a very good race. We might get everything to see who's the fastest and who's the greatest, toughest race that this might come to be able to have a one good offer to be able to have. Now, looks like this is going to get very excellent and get very closer to get. And this is going to be able to take a little bit few more chances to get there. McLaren P1 2018 is about to get this one chance that he'll be able to take the comeback, that this will might have a little bit first place lead. We might take a little bit few chances to be able to take the slipstream. We might get there. But I bet that this is going to be one excited race. We might be able to keep going to be able to press up for one good challenge. We might be able to get there. But I think that this is going to be able to do much better, excellent handling skills we'll be able to take. And this is going to be able to do just fine, perfectly. We'll be able to take plenty much more apex skills. We'll be able to do perfectly. We'll give the good right direction. Okay, looks like on to 8th place. Don Calzone VIP is definitely might be going in to take the top position. We'll be able to climb up as well. Because mostly, GT players has definitely might be able to take the chance. Will might be able to get in and go faster to be able to have to get everything worked hard. That this is going to be able to take a little bit few more cornering skills, and slipstream will might raise up the acceleration. Now moving on into the 7th lap. This is going to be able to take excellent ways. That this is going to be able to take much more skills to be able to catch up and race up a lot more speed to be able to get in. And now this is going to be able to take the hard turns. Will might go better to be able to stay on it. Now looks like perfectly on the first turn on the chicane. And now this is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might get everything better on, and perfectly so Will might get in. But everything is going to be able to do just fine. That this is going to be able to take much possible. Will might be able to get there. Okay, this is going to be able to take one good quick edge, and now looks like finally saved myself. And then this is going to be able to take a little bit grip hold to be able to endure, to be able to save the distance. We might get everything well better to do it. But I hope so. But this is going to be able to take a lot of grip. Will might be able to keep holding on. Will might take the effect. Will might get there. But this may get plenty much more SRs. Will might be able to keep racing up to be able to keep moving forward. Will be able to do a lot perfectly. Will get better. Now everything is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might take a little bit clean turns. Everything takes a little clean turns. Will give a perfect chance to be able to keep racing up. Will might go better. Almost there. Looks like the top 3 just keep doing well, and then this is going to be very perfectly that they're going to make it into the last and final lap of the race, and this is going to be able to do much perfectly. Will might take the chance. Oh boy, looks like this is going to be pretty hard. That good thing I just saved it, and then this is going to get a little bit closer before Gonzo Maximus X is about to be able to go press on to be able to get in, and then this is going to be very tougher. That this is going to be able to save the current position. Will might go there. Oh boy, looks like he's about to pass my current position, and he did. This is going to get very closer. That this is going to be able to take a lot more speed. Will get better. So looks like Gonzo Maximus takes 4th place, and now just going to be able to find a way to get back onto 4th place. Will might be very tougher and very possible because it's F-bar versus all-wheel drive. Will might take the challenge. Will begin because this is going to be able to have a hurry-up rush time. That this one might go there. This is going to be very tougher race, folks, because this is going to be able to take a one good fierce challenge. Will might be able to go there. But everything is going to be able to work very perfectly. That this will might give a good drivetrain performance spec. Will might be able to go in. Just find the perfect spot that this will might take the advantage. Will might get in. And this is going to be able to do perfectly. Will might get better to do it. But I hope Gonza Maximus is trying to be able to keep up or having a one good fourth place win to be able to get in, and he just really wanted to be able to give a good chance to be able to have a good race position that this might go climb up on it. Trying to be able to catch up onto his position, and now this is going to be able to take. I hope so. This is going to be very excellent. Will might get closer. Okay, safer calls and safer times to giving one good straightaway. Will might get there, but everything is going to be might need to take a lot more chance. We'll be able to catch up and hurry up to be able to have the time. And it looks like Wasserwerk is in the lead, and now he's about to take his win. He's about to take that final stretch, and he is going to take the podium finish. And now this is going to get very excellent that this is going to be going in. Wasserwerk takes the win, and then the other two have finally made it in one piece. So that would be very excellent that this is going to be able to have a very good race. We might go in. That was a very excellent race, you guys. That was a very good race. That was a pretty good, excellent challenge that this is going to be giving a lot more speed, a lot more handling, and a lot more skills will go better to be able to take a lot more better chance to go. So, looks like that was a very good top race that this is going to be able to take. So, looks like everybody did very well to be able to take a lot more skills. We might get everything work hard to be able to race faster. So, waiting for one more remaining, and then this is going to be very good to be able to do a lot possible that this will be able to take. So, looks like Justin P3 is about to make his last place finish, and now this is going to be very good to have a results confirmed, and now this is going to be very excellent to be able to have a good race position that this one might give it for a little chance to get. Alright, looks like 2 race positions for fastest driver for Chevrolet. And this is going to be very remarkable that this is going to be able to do perfectly. Will get better. Alright, looks like that was a very good race, you guys. That was very excellent for having a one tough challenge. Will might go better to be able to do it. So, looks like that was a very good chance of racing, and then this is going to be getting a lot better that this one might have a team manufacturer brands that everything to give a good supporting chance will might go better. So, just wanted to congratulate to Wasserwerk for doing the best race he did. Him and his Ferrari 458 Italia Group 4 is going super-tastic to be able to have a perfect race to race on the Italian racetrack. You're very welcome, Wasserwerk. That was a very good race. Now, this is going to be very excellent that this is going to be giving a good SR check that this is going to be able to do a lot better. So, good thing this is going to be able to take a little bit, well, neutral check that this is going to be able to go in. So, looks like that was a very good race for this round, you guys. That was a very good straight run race that this one might do a lot better to be able to get going. So, looks like finally made it enough on the mileage points once again. So, looks like this is going to be quite very good to be able to have a reward challenge by giving 1 or 2 for only a segment that this one might goes in. Alright, G9 Make Metallic is now definitely purchasable to buy, and B5 Make Metallic as well. So looks like this is going to be good for a color well done. So once again for this another round of this race, that this is going to be good to go to have a one perfect moment to be able to keep going faster. Will might take the good straight, will might get there. So it's easy to be able to take a tough race. Will might take one good straightaways. Will might be able to go there. So even that this is going to be able to take a lot more skills of racing, will might be able to keep it up, but it will always do a lot faster that this will might be able to take much more handling skills. Will be able to take the inside. So this is going to be able to have to give the one good best recommend whenever you see 150 market board to be able to make a good main cue before pressing onto the turn. Will be able to do a lot better. Will be able to give a good speed and the good handling and a good clean race. Will take the good hot lap. Will be able to get better. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads. And the links are in the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on in the manufactured series on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing. Stay cool.